Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. I just want to say I'm sorry it's taken so long in between episodes. For you guys it's only been like 2 weeks, but for me I've been seriously ill for the last month and a half, so... Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? Oh, I just realised I haven't played this in God knows how long. So controls are gonna be a pain. 6th of March is when I last played it, and it is currently the 8th of April. Oh, fun. Whole month. What was I doing? Nope, that's not that. Been so long, my controller's gotten dusty. I wanted to check the quests, didn't I? There they are. Meet Sebastian in Feldcroft. That's that one. And I've got a lot of side quests to do. Ooh, that was a level 31. I need to find the Absconder Cave. It should be in the Forbidden Forest in the northwest of Hogsmeade. To the northwest of Hogsmeade. I'm only level 24, so that can wait. Let's do some of the main stories, shall we? I remember I did a bit of catching off camera. I got myself some frogs, some more of these mooncalves. I think I'd made myself a bit of money by catching some as well. How do I find that out? I don't know how to find that out. Okay. Let's go world map. So I need to meet him over there, which I've not unlocked the flue powder thing. Oh, there's a side quest on the way. Holy crap, we're in part 23 now. Wow. How do I...
Revelio.
Right, that's how I reveal stuff. There is a chest in there that I want. Unlock.
Aloha Mora.
I should have taken some paracetamol before starting this. I've started to get a headache. There we go. Search. Will this tell me how much I've got? Nope, it just gives me an item. Cool.
Revelio.
What is that? Oh, is that one of them Merlin trials? I'll do them eventually. I'll probably dedicate a video, an episode or two on them, depending on how many there are.
Revelio.
Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's the flue powder thing. Never mind. Let's get to it, shall we? Selling anything?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. The name is Porrick Haggerty, and this
I
is
was
my
not
shop.
expecting that
What
voice.
may I help you with?
I'd like to ask you about your shop, if you don't mind.
Certainly, that'd be fine. What would you like to know?
May I see your
What do
wares?
you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
I'm also sorry about the lighting. I've moved my room around a little and I haven't got it perfectly set up yet. I can open the windows, but then it's because it's quite nice day out, it's blinding for you guys. So I have had to close them. I've got 8,000. So I didn't do much animal farming. These are just, don't think I've had one of them before.
Thank you for your patronage.
And I'll take a phoenix server too.
Glad you were able to stop by.
Right, onwards to go see Sebastian. But how do I get my broom out again? No. No.
Revelio.
Oh, right. Hold that and B.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Okay. That's going to get some getting used to. If I remember correctly, there was a side mission here. Yeah.
This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around here?
Statue.
Revelio. I suppose I should try to find all the vases. Revelio.
This one, that side of the wall. Do I have to break all of them to start it?
Revelio.
I'm guessing so that's what I am going to do.
I think there should only be a few more vases.
Oh, it's got a counter at the top right. 3 more left.
I'm nearly finished. One more vase.
Ooh. Don't tell me I'm fighting a statue now.
That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened.
Battle arena start. Oh, right. Okay. What am I fighting? Nope, never mind. I just walked through a wall. Wave 1. Oh, that is a troll.
Incendio.
I dodged that.
Levioso.
That did fuck all. I chucked an anvil at him. Oh, fuck. Ouchie.
Levioso.
Brick locked me in. I haven't done the dueling feat. That's how you do that. Okay. Please no more.
I felt that in London.
Oh, you what? Oh. Into sheep. Whew, okay. Wave 3, come on.
Not your best. After a minute dying, are we? I shall avenge your death. You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
Oh, what was that? What is that? Oh, is that one of the toads?
What a fortunate end for you.
Incendio.
Ouchie.
An intruder. Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Go away, spider. No one likes you. No one likes spiders. I suppose people with pets, spiders do, but I don't mind them. They just creep me the fuck out sometimes. Ow.
Levioso. Levioso.
You meant to do this whole thing in 1 minute. Surely you need Vada Kedavra then. Ow.
Levioso.
Okay, that's another one. Was that taking too long?
Lumos. Levioso.
Not Lumos. I want to be using my healing potions. There we go. Please no wave 4. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, a troll. Is this literally everything? Get rid of the little things first. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Ouchie. Did he use that on the troll? How do I change my bloody... Ah.
Expelliarmus. Glacius.
I ran into the wall.
Expelliarmus.
Okay. Oh, fuck it.
Protego.
I did the protection. What? Is it because I didn't do it in time? He's level 26, I've just noticed. This is going to take some time.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
Getting there.
Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
There we go, that's better. Okay, I did that too early.
Protego.
That did bugger all.
Expelliarmus.
Except for piss him off.
Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
Okay. That didn't prompt the, there we go. Please no more.
One less foul hulking brute.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What am I against?
Up for a bit of time. Enjoy something.
Ah. Hey. 2 trolls. Okay, I ran into that one. 1 out of 7. Oh, hello.
Seems your art isn't in this at all. Kill spells glance off of this.
Oh, I killed him with his own axe. Oh, come on. Stop summoning more. I don't know, I'm surviving pretty well so far. Then again, I do only have 10 more health potions. Ouchie. 9 more. I could have bloody blocked then.
This is where you will fail. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Piss off. If it weren't for the trolls, this wouldn't be so bad. Great dodging there. Fuck you know. Right. I only see 4 left, but there's 6. Oh, there's one up there. Stupid bloody trolls, piss off! You piss off. Ready.
This is almost too easy. If only Ranrock were here to see this.
Why does the target something else?
You're weak, human. Accio. Pitiful.
Protego.
Okay.
Accio.
I don't think I'm doing this. Not the right level. I am exactly level, but
Accio.
right, just the 2 trolls left. That's the wrong button then.
Stupefy.
Didn't see the bloody yellow then. Probably never get in between 2 trolls. Is he not going to do the trio attack like the other one? That one's leaving me alone. He was until then. Ouchie.
Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Leviosa. Incendio.
I should have set him alight. Okay. That was close. He teleported a little then. Right.
Incendio.
That set him alight a little bit.
Protego.
Okay. Just the one left. Okay. I hope nothing else joins in.
Protego. Stupefy. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
Should have bloody blocked then. Need that.
Expelliarmus. Glacius.
No, you don't. Okay.
My large friend.
I am not doing that again. That, I'll probably do that when I've got Avada Kedavra. If I can get that soon anyway. Did I complete that one side mission anyway? Yeah. So that's what that symbol is. Good to know. I forgot you can speed up. Ooh, let's fly into these, shall we?
Might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week.
Should have said this at the start, but I hope the game sounds alright. Because I've changed some settings around as well. If it's not, please make sure to say in the comments below. Because that's all that matters, whether it's not too loud, not too quiet. And you can actually see the game. There he is. I made it here first. You made it.
Enjoying the view.
Oh yeah,
Keep an eye on things.
didn't he want our help?
Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a
Oh, I don't know what happened then.
refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's.
Yeah, he wanted our help curing his sister, didn't he? Because she got cursed or something.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time.
Livelier it looks.
Everyone stays out of sight.
There's clearly a tomb in that crevice over there, isn't there? That's somewhere you would hide a tomb. It's a lovely looking town. Village, town. It would be village, wouldn't it? Ooh,
Here we are.
hold on.
My sister should be just inside.
There's a thingy over here.
Revelio.
There it is. Practice dummies. Residents of Feldcroft sometimes use these to practice their spellcasting, especially in light of recent goblin attacks. And there's one over here too. Oh, I did.
Revelio.
The Feldcroft Well. The well in Feldcroft ran dry some 400 years ago during the Great Drought. A Great Drought. Sadly, many perished as a result, including at least one young boy whose father refused to speak for years thereafter. Legend says that all was saved when a group of benevolent witches and wizards used a never-before-seen powerful magic to restore water to the region. Oh, is he on about the ancient magic? Why has my nose gotten itchy all of a sudden? Right, there's 2 chests over here.
Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Nope, that was that chest, okay. I'm actively searching for the, what was it? The collections chests? Yeah, collection chests. There's 22 in this area, bloody hell. I'll probably, once I finish the story, I'll probably go around collecting all the collectibles. The ones I missed anyway. That is going to take some time from the looks of it. I might start with the infamous foes, because they're harder enemies to take down, I'm guessing.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a chest. Oh, it looks like it's outside. It was indeed. Right, time to go see what Sebastian wants. Enter.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
It's overly dramatic, isn't it?
What you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Now I definitely want to
I
help.
had to see that.
Oh,
Don't
never
mind.
mind.
I just need a moment alone.
Okay.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Now I'm definitely going to help cure her to spite that old git. Let's see what the prick has
Boy,
to
will
say.
fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Surely there's something.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne.
Ah, one of the
Aren't
forbidden
likely to explain
spells.
themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Hope could be a good
With
thing.
all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do Not what he
Yes,
wants
cure
to do.
his sister.
He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
He's...
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Why do I get the feeling he's the one that cursed Anne? And he's fogged it off to a bloody goblin that's done it.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Oh, I know too well. I've been going through a lot of that recently.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother and me in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Sebastian's made up his mind.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Does end up being the old man is the one that cursed her. He is in a world of hurt.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
Looks like he's wearing a dress. Not like that's a bad thing, but I think his cape's glitched through him. Yeah.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Oh, no need. He is trying to do what's right, though. Oh, this is a hard.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Could it have been a failed
Anne's loyalty
transfiguration
became so much more
spell?
than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Like it's changed her insides, that's why she's in so much pain.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
We're going towards that area where I thought there was a tomb or something. Oh my god, NPCs that actually run at your speed.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Right.
Revelio.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Who's there?
No one. Hit 2 enemies simultaneously with Petrificus Totalis. How do I do that too?
Hello?
Do they have to be close to each other like them two over there?
I wouldn't give for a cup of mushrooms.
I know, and it's
Someone there? Ah. I will make you pay. I won't rest.
I'll kill you when I get down from here.
Fringo!
You won't get away with that.
Expelliarmus.
Defindo!
Glacius.
You've made your last mistake.
What have I now?
Are you sure you're not a muggle?
Confringo!
Nice try.
Accio.
Ouchie. I don't have many of them left.
How childish!
Levioso.
Rather unwise.
Accio.
Fringo!
Incendio.
Oh! He went pop.
Incendio. Levioso.
Come in here. Just here.
Right, let's see if we can Petrificus Totalis 2 of them.
Petrificus Totalis.
Okay.
Never anything interesting around here.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Yeah. Ooh, Wiccan Road Potion. Thank you very much.
Revelio.
Any more that I didn't pick up? Yep, there. There.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more.
That they
When it
did.
happened, we smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt.
Oh,
She came
shit.
face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
They were trying to hide
It
something.
seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Indeed.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Ooh, there's statues here. There's loads of stuff up there. But that's not in the quest area. Ooh, there's an underground.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio.
What is that over there?
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Okay. I'll stay cloaked. Because why not? I suppose this is where they started the ancient magic, isn't it? Up here. That's why they want to dig here, so they can see if they can extract
Sebastian,
it.
I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you
Yeah, it's from the,
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
it's from the, I can't think of the word. Flashback. From the flashback of when they saved this town 400 or 500 years ago. Sorry, hold on a sec, my back started itching for some reason. There we go. Probably cat hair or some fluff from the dryer.
Revelio.
Ooh, what's that? Nope.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Revelio.
Where was that chest? Arrows in there. Okay. Nothing other than the well itself.
This well looks familiar.
Talk to Sebastian.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganark. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh,
Yep.
and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
Yep.
If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
And a bedroom. Bed made out of straw. That's going back a bit. That couldn't have been comfy.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here.
Lumos.
Closer look.
They've left all of this strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
1 of 7. 2 of 7. It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. Right. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. Ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would to be rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I travelled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It is as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Shall I lose hope? Will I forever forget not having done more? Regret, not forget. I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw a man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
There's another room behind.
Lumos.
Ooh, there's a mirror.
Revelio. Lumos.
Anything? No. Okay.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Talk.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough.
Oh, good.
I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
I know Slytherins are meant to be dicks, but I like this guy. Right, enter. Oh, I think I need to go get some paracetamol in between episodes.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Ooh. Open sesame. What is that?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Let's have a look.
Rune diagram. Can't turn it, can't move it. It's got like a fire symbol. So... Ignia?
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no
Okay.
idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
It led to a shortcut into the castle.
I'll be in touch. Till then.
Okay. In the shadows of the estate. Quest complete.